Welcome to Monetize Your Passion, the podcast for moms looking to make money from their passions while making a positive impact in the lives of others. I'm Tara Lawn, content creator, social media manager, and certified life coach. I want to help you leverage the power of content creation, organic marketing, and goal setting so you can turn your God-led passion and purpose into profit. My prayer is that you'll find inspiration from God, encouragement, and practical ways to monetize your passion. Hello and welcome to the show. I hope this is the year that you decide to monetize your passion if you haven't already. And speaking of passion, sometimes we go about pursuing or dreaming about our passion, not even realizing that there's purpose in it. Or sometimes we wonder if our chosen passion has any purpose at all. And if there's no purpose to our passion, it's really hard to find true fulfillment in the long run. So today I'm talking about how we can find purpose in our passion with the hopes that this will be the year that you pursue your God-led passion so you can get to fulfilling the purpose that God has designed for your life. So first, I do want to say that although passion and purpose are connected, they are different. So let's just go through them. So first, let's talk about passion because I talk a lot about that on my show. What is passion? Passion are the activities, ideas, and the pursuits that literally bring you joy and excitement. And sometimes it wakes you up in the morning. I know oftentimes it wakes me up in the morning because I'm looking forward to pursuing those passions that are in my heart. So oftentimes our passions align with our natural abilities and interests. For example, when I was a tween, I used to love making up plays and improvising in the backyard with my big sister and my cousins. And little did I know that that pretend play would turn into a passion for acting. And at the time, I wasn't thinking about the purpose behind my excitement and joy for acting. I just knew that it was something that I really loved doing and I wanted to pursue. So let's talk about purpose. What is purpose? Purpose is the deeper why behind what we do. Purpose gives meaning to the passions that we pursue. So for me, as I got older and I realized that God wanted me to pursue my acting dreams and move to Hollywood, I watched as my prayers were answered and doors started to open for my future. I also vividly remember and proclaiming before I moved to Hollywood that I wanted to move to Hollywood to pursue acting, but I also wanted to make a positive impact in the entertainment industry. So much so that I even started my own production company called Life Impact because I wanted to make movies and TV shows that made a positive difference in people's lives. And I also even started a local talk show called Life Impact. And that's when I first started to interview high profile people. And my very first guest was actually a dear friend at the time, Sherry Shepard. And I spoke with her and other high profile guests about the positive difference that they were making by using their platform. And it really set me up for where I am today with my brand, Tinseltown Mom, and how I'm trying to empower moms to pursue their God-led dreams, their God-led passions, so they can make an impact in other people's lives. So if you look back on your life and the things that God unfolded for you, as I look back on mine and I see the trajectory that he laid out for me, I see how his hand was in every step of the way and how he brought purpose to those different areas in my life. So that is why I strongly believe that when we pursue our God-led passions, that opens the door to purpose. And when we have purpose behind our passion, it not only brings us fulfillment, but it also impacts those that we are supposed to impact. We are actually serving the people we are supposed to serve. And I do want to say, speaking of passion, that I bet even if you were not monetizing your passion, that you would still want to pursue it because it's something innate inside of you that just you have a hunger and a drive to want to pursue it, whether you are helping others with the gifts that you have or the talents that you have or the expertise that you have. I bet even if there was no money involved, you'd probably still want to pursue it. I know for me, I've done that for years, not making any money, just pursuing my passions because I have a love for it. So I know I talk about monetizing your passions on the show because I do want you to get paid for your gifts and for helping others with those gifts. But your passion pursuits, oftentimes with no money involved whatsoever, people would still pursue their passions because it's something that they just truly love and enjoy doing. So I do want to mention that there are people who have passions that they're not necessarily using those passions to serve others. Maybe you like to craft at home or you like to sew, etc. So on my show, I'm talking specifically about using your God-led passions to actually help other people and using those passions and actually getting paid for it. So monetizing those passions. So I'm not saying that you can never have any passions that are not necessarily helping other people, because there could be a passion that you have that it's something that you do on your own and it's bringing you fulfillment. And there's purpose even behind that, because even though it may be something that's bringing you personal fulfillment, not necessarily helping someone else, it's bringing you joy, satisfaction. Maybe you need that downtime and that's helping you. And that still gives you a sense of purpose. It can also develop skills that you are honing and just other things that can bring purpose behind it. So I just want to clarify that, because there may be some people thinking that, oh yeah, I like to do something on the side. It's a passion of mine, but I'm not impacting the world with it. But I do want to make clear that if it's a God-led passion, then we are to use our passions, our talents, our gifts to serve, to help others. That is what God calls us to do. So just wanted to make sure I clarify that. And I'm not saying that pursuing our passions are going to lead to the ultimate purpose that God has for our lives. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that as we're pursuing our God-led passions, it leads to different purposes in our lives. For example, when my acting passion waned and I developed a new passion for writing, that new passion pursuit led me to join a small writing group at my church. That is where I met another dreamer who had moved from Alabama to Hollywood to pursue his dreams. That's where we met, fell in love, got married. But it was because I was pursuing my God-led passions at the time, and that brought purpose to that area, to that section of my life. So there are practical ways for you to find purpose in your passion. I'm going to talk about 4 things. Number 1, you start by praying and asking God what it is that He wants you to pursue. And one of my favorite scriptures is Psalm 37:4, where it says, delight yourself in the Lord and He will give you the desires of your heart. And that doesn't mean He's just going to give you everything that you want, but it means that when we delight ourselves in Him, He's actually putting His desires in our heart. And if His desires are in our heart, then they are aligned. And of course, if we're desiring the things of God, the right doors are going to open. So the second way that you can find purpose in your passion is to set goals and take small steps to pursuing those passions. When we write the vision, we make it plain, then we can see the direction that we're going. It helps us to get unstuck. It helps us to stop being stagnant when we actually have goals and we are actually moving towards something. So that is key in all of this, is having goals to actually pursuing the things that you want to pursue. Now, I talk about setting goals a lot. I'm going to talk about it even more this year because I feel like it's key in all of this. If you want to actually monetize your passion, if you want to create content that is going to reach your ideal customer, if you want to do all of these things, then you have to have goals set. You have to have a plan. And when you set your major goal and then you set small goals to help you get to that major goal, it's going to cause you to see meaning behind what it is that you're doing. The third thing that will help you find purpose in your passion is to hang out with trustworthy people who share your values, trustworthy people who will encourage your passion pursuits, but also give you constructive feedback when necessary. You need those types of people in your life, and you need that accountability. The fourth thing is to prioritize serving others through your passion. So whatever your passion is, look and see how you can serve others with that passion. How can you make a positive impact in the lives of other people by pursuing that passion? Now, having said all of this, I do want you to know that passions and purpose often evolve over time, and you will go through seasons of fear, imposter syndrome, a lack of clarity, and this is normal. I remember when I was at a crossroads with my blog many years ago, and I felt like I lost the passion for it, but I knew that God had given me that platform. He helped me to build it. But I was at a crossroads and I lost some passion, and I felt like I was just going through the motions during that time. And it was when I was very prayerful about it. I asked God, what did He want me to do with this platform? And that's when I felt like He wanted me to start a podcast. And when I started that podcast, things just changed. And my passion came back so strongly because during that season, I was able to reach a new segment of the market, and I was able to help moms that I wasn't really reaching before, because I had doctors and experts on the show just talking about parenting issues and things that we all go through. And for 4 years, I was just pouring into moms, just helping them with their parenting struggles and their challenges. And it was just so fulfilling for me because I knew I was helping so many people in the process. So if you feel like you're struggling in this area and you want to talk through some of the challenges that you're facing with finding purpose in your passion, or maybe finding a passion, then feel free to book a coaching call with me. And if there's room on my calendar, let's work together. Fill out the coaching application in the show notes and let's see if we're a good fit for each other. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, would you do me a favor and share it with another mom who could use this? As you know, my platform is meant to be a blessing to mothers. So any support from you would be so appreciated. Until next time.